just because then they can get off with, they have stamina and can get some goals at the beginning. Then in the second half, if they need experience, bring some of the more experienced people on.
Okay, so who would your starting 11 be?
I don't know all of the squad, but I would definitely put Sturridge up front. And is it Hart?
Hart being goal, yeah.
Yeah, Hart definitely in goal. But I'll probably put Rooney on the side.
Okay.
Just for the minute, I think.
So, what would you say if... So, tonight's game, yeah?
Yeah.
Tonight's game is... I'm just trying to find out who's it with. So, it is just gone 5-3. So, let's have a look. They can find out the games for tonight. Tonight is England versus... Do you know who's England versus tonight?
I don't actually know. It should be on the system.
Yes, it should be. So let's have a look quickly. I can't seem to find out. But I know the first game, next week, what is it? Well, next week we have interesting games. Because... So next week, yeah?
Yeah.
This week, starting on Thursday, we have the World Cup starting.
Yes.
So, England plays next Saturday.
Yeah.
Next Saturday at the later time of 11 PM in the evening. So what do you make about that then?
11 PM, is that... So it's in the day then, but I think it is definitely late over here. For that.
Yes, late over here. But what would you say if I said something about it's got to be that time because it's over in Rio, so they got to have it at a certain time.
Yes.
So about that, what would you think?
I think.
Thank you. It's England versus Honduras.
Thank you to Ashley Smith.
Thank you.
On the chat.
Tonight's game then is looking very interesting. I'll give you an update on the fixture and all the team news and everything like that coming up for you at... Yeah, but when we come back at 6:15 this evening, we'll be having a very interesting build-up. As me and Philly take you through all the way to the live game when it goes live. And hopefully you'll be able to hear live commentary of the game as well.
Yeah.
So it should be quite interesting.
If everything goes to
plan, you should be able to hear live commentary of the game.
Because if you do listen to our normal shows, you'll tell that it's not as good.
Yeah, this is not as good as our normal shows, but it's the best we can possibly do. Can be up to date on Saturday Sport. It's Saturday Sport. It is just turned 5 past the hour of 5. Okay then, it's 5:05. Thoroughly, how you doing, mate?
Yes, I am fine. I just listened to that. That is really cool, man. You don't really expect that on radio, but it's simple but effective.
Oh yes. One more time?
Yeah.
Okay then, so it is Saturday Sport with Ben and Philly Clark, live with you till 20 past the hour of today, and then back 6:15.
20 past the hour of today.
Yes, you know what I mean.
Okay.
Until 20 past 5, and then we go all the way, come back at 6:15. Yeah, sorry. Come back at 6:15, and we take you through to the live commentary when it starts. Live commentary starts, it should be quite interesting, everything looking forward to. Okay, so Philly, how are you enjoying this, mate? Is it? What do you think of tonight's game? Is it going to be a good game, and what do you think the score is going to be as well?
I think it's going to be definitely a good game from England versus Honduras. But They are both quite good teams. So, I'm not being biased because I'm English, but I think it will maybe a draw, or England might just take it, but at the end.
So what do you think the score's going to be then? If it was a draw, what do you
If it
think the
was a
score's
draw,
gonna
I think it would be 2-2.
2-2, okay. What do you think it's going to be if England win, as you say?
I think it would be just in extra time, not like extra time, and just before at the end because of injury. I think England might just take it.
Might just take it, yeah?
And the goal and make it 3-2.
Okay, so what are you trying to say about this? And so tonight's game, you say that you want, obviously us English want England to win, yeah?
Yeah.
But obviously we broadcast on this Saturday Sport to the world.
Yeah.
So Honduras, if they're the team that support Honduras, I think it's let's have the word somewhere.
I know.
Well, who do you think? What do you think there? Are you thinking about their starting lineup team?
I don't know many people on Honduras, but I bet you will get players up.
Yes, I'm going to get the players up for all the teams, so I'm just going to find them if I can find it.
And then I will tell you what starting lineup I think. But I'm going to be back, hopefully, when Ben actually finds the team.
Okay, England is in Group D.
Gosh, he's found them.
England's in Group D.
Found England, okay.
And they've got, in the Group D, they got Uruguay, Costa Rica and Italy.
Yeah, I remember them getting picked out in that.
Yeah. Their first game is against Italy next Saturday at 11 o'clock.
Okay, yeah.
But obviously the first game is Uruguay versus Costa Rica on Saturday. That's at 8 o'clock in the evening, which is going to be quite interesting, fellas. So,
yeah.
8 o'clock in the evening, Uruguay versus Costa Rica. What do you think about that then, on Saturday, next Saturday?
I do think that is going to be quite an interesting game.
Okay. So, you're saying Uruguay versus Costa Rica is going to be an interesting game. Who do you think is going to win on Uruguay versus Costa Rica then?
Uruguay.
Uruguay? Yeah.
Uruguay. Just, I think.
What's the score?
I think it will be maybe 2-3 nil.
Okay. So then the next game in Group D is England versus Italy at 11 o'clock on next Saturday.
Okay.
So if you want to know when these games are, next Saturday the 14th of June, which is next Saturday, a week today, Uruguay versus Costa Rica, 8 o'clock on ITV. Then at next Saturday as well, England versus Italy at 11 o'clock on BBC One.
Yeah.
All these games, if you do not want to have a listen to us, which we'll be trying to commentate on most of the games you could possibly commentate on, and also we'll be concentrating on mostly the England games though, but the games we will be commentating on is hopefully going to be Uruguay versus Costa Rica, England versus Italy, and England versus Uruguay. If possible, we can English versus Uruguay. We'll try and work that out, maybe. Honestly, there's loads of interesting games we'll be trying and commentating about. If you can't commentate about them, we will try and get them on our Saturday show, which means we'll do Saturday breakfast.
Yes, we hopefully... sorry we're on today.
Yes, so Group D's then. So Group D's matches, Uruguay versus Costa Rica, England versus Italy, Uruguay versus England. That's on a week this Thursday. Then next Friday, not this Friday, but the Friday after, England versus Uruguay. So Italy versus Costa Rica, that one. And then Costa Rica versus England and Italy versus Uruguay. That is Group D's things. So who they play for? Honduras, isn't it?
Yes.
Honduras. They are in Group E.
Okay.
And if you are supporting Honduras, they are very interesting because they have got their first game is against France. France. Sorry,
I thought it was France, but you said French. I was like,
yes,
don't question him.
Against France. Sorry, against France.
France.
A week tomorrow. So that's an interesting game. 8 o'clock. So they got loads of interesting games on that one. There's loads of interesting groups, but let's concentrate on tonight's game, shall we? Tonight's double game, England versus Honduras.
Tonight, that's good.
Let's have a look so I can find tonight's football game, because I'm still trying to find it on our system here. It's quite hard to find. We'll be back in just a sec, so do not go anywhere.
And this is Saturday Sports with me and Ben.
We're live with you.
Who's me, Finley.
Okay, so we're just trying to find tonight's game because it's not working amazing. Apparently, West Germany versus England 1990 is actually live on World Cup Rewind.
Okay.
So that's interesting. I'm just seeing if I can find the actual football for tonight, but I can't find it. So I'm now going to go to my spare version.
Your spare version?
Yeah, it's a different website.
Okay.
Because all we're getting our stuff, we're trying to get everything ready here. The time is going to be at 5:15. Remember, me and Finley are live with you. Me and Finley live with you all the way till the hour of 5:20, and we come back at 6:15 with you till live commentary, and we also give you the live commentary tonight as well.
Do we?
We give you live commentary.
Whilst we're watching the game with somebody, not really.
We're watching the game, live commentary.
We will be watching the game, but not with beer.
No. With beer, we don't do beer.
Because otherwise you'd be like this on radio. And it's gonna go. And that's not very good.
Okay, the last match, England versus Ecuador, wasn't it? And that was their first international friendly. Well, that was 2-2. They drew that one. But today's one is an international match, England versus Honduras. And Sky Bet then it's 2-5 on England winning. It's 8-1 on Honduras winning, and it's 7-2 on a draw then. So quick on this, have a look. Honduras then, having a look at what they will preview of what's happening there then. Have a quick look. Meeting Honduras and Miami today will allow England to find out their World Cup, get their preparations on the way. Taking a look, this is what Hudson said. He said, "Take a look at the troops on his troops on the Saturday should help him decide how he should start." But it's looking interesting as he doesn't know how to do this. Okay, so England's team. On England, then as far as we know, he's going for a 4-2-3-1, and he's going to put. Apparently, according to this, he's got. This is This is the previous game lineup. He got 4-2-3-1, and he had Oxlade-Chamberlain, which is also unfortunately he's out with an injury at the moment. But then he had out front he had Lambert. Then he obviously goes to a 3, which I'm going to see 2. It's Oxlade-Chamberlain and Barkley. Can't see the other one unfortunately. Then he goes back to a 2. It's Wilshere and Lampard, and then the 4-1 is Milner, Smalling, and Jones, and another player. But in goal he had Foster. So it's looking interesting, and I'm going to see if I can find Honduras. This is their previous one then. He's done for a 4-4-2. So that's interesting. So, in goalkeeper, Escobar in the... and then Honduras, this is their previous one then. He's done for a 4-4-2. So that's interesting. So, in goalkeeper, Escobar in the... and then Honduras, this is their previous one then. He's done for a 4-4-2. So that's interesting. So, in goalkeeper, Escobar in the... and then okay then, So, Philly, what do you think the final predictions for tonight's game is going to be then, as considering, if we go back up to the top page, where is it, sorry, back to what I was on a minute ago, it tells us that there's a Sky Bet saying 2-5 for England to win, 8-1 the Honduras to win, and 7-2 for a draw. So, who do you think out of those out of Honduras and England versus Honduras, who do you think is going to win?
As I said, I think I think that it's going to be close. Definitely going to be close. So I can't judge it. But if I was going to do it, I'd probably pick penalty shootout.
Okay, so you think it's going to be a penalty shootout, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's interesting then. So you think it'll be penalty shootout. And Steven Gerrard apparently set to become England's 5th longest serving captain.
Okay.
And Captain Steven Gerrard says he's relishing the opportunity to properly lead his country during the World Cup finals. The 34-year-old will skipper his country the tournament in Brazil, which gets underway this Thursday with England's first group game against Italy 2 days later. Before then, he will wear the armband in a friendly final warm-up game against Honduras today then, and it, in the process, overtook both Alan Shearer and John Terry to become the 5th longest serving England captain. This is what Steven said. This is the... Sorry about that, we have a dog in the studio. Sorry about that. This is the second time I've been captain at the World Cup, but this time is the real, as Steven Gerrard has said. And Gerrard has previously secured his country at World Cup in South Africa 4 years ago, when the manager Fabio Capello handed him the armband following an injury to the first choice Rio Ferdinand. Okay, that is it from us. We'll be back for you at 6:15 this evening to give you all the big interesting stories and everything like that. But on the way for you next then, we're going to have some great music. And don't go anywhere, we'll see you again very, very soon. Ben and Philly Clark with you live very, very soon. Back at 6:15, the Leash wants to show us something.
And don't forget, there's a show on right now that is underneath our show on the TGS episodes page. Legends Arise.
Okay, but also we're going to have non-stop music on for you now on all the stations that we're broadcasting on now. So we'll have a great time. We'll see you at 6:15. Do not go anywhere. Non-stop music is next. Me and Philly back for you at 6:15. Bye bye.